It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. Thank you so much for keeping it locked as we inspire. We promised we would, and we are going to inspire you to explore our beautiful country. Now, the Department of Tourism and South African Tourism will be hosting the first ever Africa's Travel and Tourism Summit. That certainly got our attention. It's currently taking place from the 19th to the 21st of September, obviously this year, coinciding with Tourism Month here in our beautiful land.
And it's something that we need for local tourism. We need to boost it economically, and we have the perfect person to chat to tell us all about those details. Amanda Kotze-Nhlapo, Chief Convention Bureau Officer of the South African National Convention Bureau, joins us via Zoom to tell us more. Amanda, good morning. Thank you so much for waking up so early for us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and to the listeners, fantastic to be here.
An opportunity to get excited about our country, about our continent. And I think most of us starting to think about travel in a slightly different way now as restrictions start to ease gradually. Maybe a good place to start, Amanda, is to tell us a little bit more about Africa's Travel and Tourism Summit. What's the motivation?
Graham, thank you. You know, we always had, as the listeners know, we had, you know, for many, many years, Africa's Travel in Durban every May when we all go to Durban, and Meetings Africa, you know, here in Johannesburg. And of course, for the past 19 months, we couldn't do anything. And we just knew that we really need to reawake and bring, you know, Africa tourism fraternity together so that we can build, you know, or rebuild. Let me rather say that. Yeah. And I think the most important thing is that we need to be, you know, we need to be out there and tell the world that we are open. They must come.
We are open for business, baby.
Always. And I think it's quite interesting that you chose a summit and focusing on this particular area. I mean, why is it so important? We know the obvious: economic development. So many bits of the tourism industry have been, unfortunately, battered by COVID-19. Yeah. So why, in your opinion and your team's opinion, is this so vitally important to just show the world that we are open?
You know, I think what is very important is that we needed to come together and converse with each other about, you know, lessons learned and what is the new ideas. You know, we are in a new normal and we need to embrace it. And that is what this summit is really all about. It's not just for us to showcase that we can host these kind of summits because, as you know, it's a hybrid summit in 3 different venues. You know, and of course then virtual as well. So we really have the whole world, you know, together, but not being together. And I think that is, you know, that is the main thing, is that we really need to come together and start to talk about solutions, because that is what it is. But I just want to say that the summit, really, the word summit for us is so African, because you go onto the top of that mountain and look over, you know, the valleys to the future.
Preach it.
Yes.
Preach it. I know this would have been vitally important just from that connectedness. And you hit the nail on the head saying that, yes, this might be a hybrid event that has a fewer amount of people actually present, but we are now connected as one global village. So what has been the thrust of what has been said at the summit? What has been the theme or focus, if you will?
You know, reawakening. I think, like I said, you know, solution-driven. You know, people really came up with fantastic ideas to reignite your business, you know, to get out there. And like I said, I think the main thing that we also learn is that we really need to embrace this hybrid world that we are living in, you know, like you said. But I just have to say, it was fantastic to say to the viewers to just see each other. You know, the tourism fraternity is a family, and it was just fantastic to see each other face to face. It can't replace it.
No, for sure. Our industry has had a very similar experience of life to yours, so we get you. We understand completely.
I miss actually seeing people, you know, at an audience and an audience to say, hey, like at the moment, it's so difficult to tell somebody to put their hands up on a laptop. Just letting you know.
Exactly, yeah. Even just to put on their cameras, you know.
Yeah, and that's
microphone.
Talking about microphone, Amanda, tell us a bit more about some of the speakers that are coming on over the duration of your event.
Yeah, you know, we have really from all over, specifically also the continent. And what is so heartwarming is that they actually traveled to South Africa You know, from Uganda, we have speakers from the tourism agency there. We have the CEO of Zimbabwe Tourism that was with us. We have the convention center in Arusha, you know, that are with us. And then we also have Travel Start that really gave us hope. I have to say hope. You know, people are booking, people are out there. And then, of course, we also have this today that I think is quite very exciting. We're going to have a session on Netflix, and right up your alley, as you said, because, you know, the tourism and film industry is actually coming together now, you know. And Netflix is a big marketing, you know, for us as well, platform. So, yeah, that is, you know, and then, of course, then, you know, many people that, as I said, you know, from the fraternity that will come and talk about ideas and innovation. You know, what can we do to really get these people to, you know, people to believe that we are, you know, that we are there. And then yesterday, I think that was really, and people can go and watch it afterwards, because that is the positive thing about it. You know, we had Dr. Ridwan Suleiman from the CSIR to just come and talk to us about this thing called the pandemic.
This thing called the pandemic, there or not, one thing that has to be a part of all business, every sector, never mind just tourism, is sustainability. And we heard mention of the sustainability village concept. Can you elaborate on that for us?
Yeah, you know, transformation and inclusivity and economic inclusivity is also a big, you know, theme. And what we did a few years ago, we developed this concept called Sustainability Village. And what it is that we are not anymore buying corporate gifts. We are giving people a voucher, and then we set out a sustainability village with crafters from all over, you know, proudly South African product. And I have to say to you, we give a small little voucher, you know, of not a lot of money, but the people are spending, because you know that, you know, the crafters in our country is of just the highest quality. And so what we are saying is that this is our idea, you know, or our way to say, take a piece of Africa with you and you will always remember us.
This is such
Absolutely
a beautiful concept, hey? It's really amazing. And all we can say from Graham and my side is just congratulations, well done for putting this on, and all the best for the rest of the summit.
Thank you so much. And please, we are at the Santa Convention Center. Come and see what we are doing.
Oh, absolutely beautiful, connected to the continent and the world. A summit of note. I love the fact that she used that analogy, the summit. It's time to get back up onto the top of that mountain and scream to the rest of the world. We are open for business. It's time to travel throughout this beautiful country and Africa, and you have the opportunity to do that now, so be grateful.